This is I Break Cards, and today we're gonna do an interesting video. I want to talk to you guys about where I've been, what I've been up to, and why there hasn't been a video on the channel for probably over a year at this point. So we're gonna rip 2026 Series 1, treat yourself. I went ahead and got myself a jumbo. I asked my local LCS, should I get two hobbies or a jumbo? And they said definitely get the jumbo. It's 2 hits, 1 auto, 1 relic, but the main thing, of course, everybody's looking for. We've got those black type playing cards. We've got home field advantages. We've got the 52 set people are chasing. The Willie Mays was pulled here recently. And gold mirrors and just numbered stuff. Rookies, Caglianone's in here. Being somebody from Missouri, that's something that is a big chase. And on top of that, we should have a few silver packs in here. Let's see here. I thought we would get 3. We've got 2. So, I also have a cat on my lap. So, if you see a tail or anything, I promise it's not mine. So, about a year ago, I was working the general 9 to 5, shows on the weekend, and really just not enjoying life the way I wanted to. And so, I quit my full-time job about a year and a half ago. And I'm gonna do what I normally do at jumbo packs, just kind of breeze through these typical, base cards. But I basically quit my full-time job and told the wife, hey, if we can pay the bills with this, and at the same time also go ahead and I can buy gifts for everybody. That's unique. Back to back of the same card in the same set. If I can do all that, I think this is a viable option for a career. And she was very supportive, and we were able to do all those things, and it worked out. Let's see, we've got 2 backwards cards. This one's numbered to 399. Be our first numbered card. Lucas Giolito. Not bad. And second backwards card. Ruiz. Lots of inserts coming up here. Ichiro. And Chase Burns. But basically, it kind of snowballed into, Pages, since we got rid of our catcher. Snowballed into, okay, well, we've done what we can now. It works as a job. We need to figure out the next step, which is how to make business work better. So all of last year, while I wasn't posting a single video, I had my head to the grindstone, basically trying to figure out how to make this thing work and how essentially to boost business. All last year was trial and error, getting new cases, new equipment, new shows to go to, figuring out a schedule, figuring out people to work with. There's an Ohtani, not bad, even if it is a base. And basically trying to find those good people to work with. We're already into our inserts. Fernandez on the foil, Skeens, Michael Bush, and figuring out those people to work with during shows, after shows, and so on and so forth. And last year we were able to do that. And so we'll do a pickups video probably next week, just basically showing you guys, here's some cool stuff we got from the next show. And after that, honestly, I'd love to do some stuff that's like, hey, if you ever want to do this part-time or for a living, let's do some videos and show some advice on how we can do that. But last year was a really good year. I felt very lucky, very blessed, but I also put a lot of hard work into it, driving over, I think, 10 or 20,000 miles last year just to make this work, just to go to the shows I needed to. I'm just now getting back from a 3-day show from Arkansas, and that one was a lot of fun. And we got a lot of cool stuff, met some very nice people. Got another backwards card in here, probably just another silver. Yep. And an Ellie insert. And a Jack Caglianone. There we go. And yeah, we met some really good people. Had a really good time, and at this point, the goal is just to outpace last year. And I know last year I was giving you guys numbers and everything, and maybe we do a video talking about that at some point, about the numbers I did last year and how I'm hoping and how I'm trying to beat them this year as well. We're also going to work on this setup here. I know this is kind of zoomed out. I know this is also kind of zoomed out for cards. I'm a little rusty and I apologize, but I've got a good friend who has kind of pushed me to get this channel going again. And I wanted to start it last week, but unfortunately we had to say goodbye to our 19-year-old cat. And so last week was not the week to do it. And so we decided this week to give the old college try again. And it looks like we're coming up on something with a wood looking border. And also we've got a red card here. See what this is about. A Matt Olson on the Braves border. I know they've done these in the past. I think these are short prints. That's not too bad of a one to get. And we've got a gold border of Luke Riley, numbered to 2026. So our second numbered card, no hits yet. Our second foil of a Yankee as well. And Randy Johnson, and back into our base. So yeah, the goal this year is to outdo last year for profits, sales, etc. We've already decided we're going to take a vacation this year, so things will slow down at some point. But at this point of this year so far, not including anything that's happened from this past weekend, I'm actually at profits where I was mid last March to April timeframe. So we're already ahead of the curve, and I'm really hoping that this is a good month to put aside the bad month we'll have down the line when it comes to going on vacation. Last year we did about 80,000 in profit, not including write-offs, but also not including taxes and business expenses. And when it comes to business expenses, hotels, table fees can cost a lot, honestly. Tables are now over $100, and that's really common. And same with tables. So it's just one of those things you kind of got to do. You kind of have to do those things unless you know people in the area. Trying to split cost and things like that have helped a little bit, but not a ton. But that's still something I'm trying to figure out. I've also started a card show, which I'd love to do a video about one day with you guys, in West Plains, Missouri. And I took it over for a friend of mine who graciously gave me the opportunity, and I was gracious myself to continue on that show. And we've grown it in 3 shows from 65 tables to 95 tables, pretty much maxing out the area, keeping it cheap while still hoping to have some fun. And there is someone, if you're a member of the channel for a while now, you guys know Matt Strom. He is somebody whose bat is on my wall and somebody I got to know really well before he started his Strom Stadium Pools YouTube channel. And now he's an all-star, and I don't think he really posts on it too much anymore. But I try not to bug him anymore. He was always super nice, and I really appreciate him. And we're getting to the center again on some inserts. And we've got a Jonathan India, little silver. And we've yet to hit any of our autos or relics. And we do still have our 2 silver packs as well. Kyle Raleigh. And we're into Ben Rice. We've got 4 packs left here. No hits yet. But that's kind of how it's been the last couple years. It's, you know, life is unexpected and life is different. And it doesn't always go the way we plan. And certainly not for me, as somebody who went to school, got out of school, didn't go into their degree program, and now here I am basically selling sports cards for a living. And I never would have thought it would be that way growing up. And we've got an interesting card here in the middle. You can see the gap, probably some kind of die cut. I don't expect, honestly, on this channel to do a ton of rips. I have my favorite rips. Topps is one of them, just plain Topps, especially with what they've done this year, amongst other things. But it's just, boxes are so expensive now. I think that COVID essentially allowed Topps, Panini, etc. to know what they could charge the consumer, and the consumer would still pay. So that's just kind of what we're going through right now. But I want to give you guys kind of the advice that I wish I would have had when it came to maybe starting a show, starting a card business, doing it on the side, things like that, and going into, you know, hey, here's how we did monthly and so on and so forth. We have a numbered card to 50, guys. Numbered to 50. Let's look at that. 25 YAGM. 75 years. Autograph. It's an autograph. Oh my gosh. So this has got to be a big player because literally I ripped 2 blasters yesterday with my old man. I love him, but I'm going to call him an old man. It's what he is. And we pulled, it was like Cal Ripken Jr. and somebody else. And so this could be a big name. GM, usually that's the name. Let's see who this is. Greg Maddux. Wow, I knew I should have brought some one-touches over here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. My shop was right. Wow. Holy cow. What a way to start the channel back up. What a way for this to go. This is great. This is incredible. On card and everything, guys. I'm not even worried about value of that. We used to pause videos and look up values on cards sometimes, and that's just one that's just, it's just cool. that's my first ever Maddux auto I've ever pulled. And we're back into the inserts. That is crazy. In the past, you guys know I've ripped these jumbo packs because they're better bang for your buck. Used to pull the pin card. The pin card was never anything special, but these were. We've got 3 packs and 2 silvers left to go. So, GM, Greg Maddux, makes some sense. So like I said, the next video is going to be essentially me showing you guys some of the stuff that I picked up last weekend. And eventually I would like to go into the like, hey, here's all the inventory I got. This is how much I spent. This is the process of moving it. This is how we did, you know, stuff like that. Numbered to 50. Philadelphia Phillies on the canvas. What a box. Greg Maddux auto, 3 numbered cards, and a Matt Olson with the Braves. And a Skeen silver. What a box. And we got that Raleigh earlier. Or not Raleigh, Caglione, who's actually visited my local shop. I just didn't get to meet him. Man. They were right. What can I say? I almost didn't want to spend $250 on a box, but it definitely worked out. This pack will have our relic. I can see it as clear as day. Let's see what we got here. Skipping through a lot of this. I'm honestly really looking forward to the baseball season coming back. My Cardinals got rid of a lot of their good players, and I think they're just, you know, taking that time to build a team, and it's just going to be a young team. We lost Sonny Gray, Arenado, and we're just kind of moving up some of those younger guys. So hopefully we've got some good years coming here. And let's see here. This is going to be my relic, and that's not a bad relic to get. Vlad. I'm okay with that. Not numbered or anything, nothing special. I was hoping for an auto relic in here, but the Maddux, I mean, I'll take the Maddux all day. I even told him, I said, you won't hear from me if the box is bad. Why would I call and tell you the box is bad? We actually had a shop located where I run my show, because it's not where I'm from, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away, that in their silver pack, they hit a Mike Trout auto. And I'd just be happy to hit a numbered card. I think in these promotional type packs, I've hit maybe 1 or 2 autos, but it's not been a lot. It's not been a lot at all. There's a Skeens, there's an India. I was hoping for 1 more number, but that's okay. There's another Trout. Tony Hawk first pitch. My wife's actually met him briefly. And let's do our last 2 packs. And as I open these packs, guys, I do want to say thank you for your support. Those of you who have stayed subscribed to the channel for so long, even though I haven't been putting out the content on a regular basis like I used to. Your support means a lot, and I'm hoping that we can get back to it. Here we go. No numbered cards. Yeah, just 1. Wouldn't be bad. Hey, there we go. That's okay. We got no Tawny. I am good with that. And that'll do it, guys. Wow. What a box to welcome the channel back. Guys, thank you again for all your support. Subscribe. I want to do giveaways as we hit those big landmarks. Shout out to my editor, Josh, who's going to help me on this journey. I do truly appreciate him. He's been instrumental into pushing me back into this. And thank you all to you guys for following and all your support. And as always, and like I used to say, I'll talk to you all later.